So I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I have a lot of channels I'm monitoring, and actually, honestly, it's getting a little bit out of control trying to weed through everything that I want to consume on a daily basis from various sources. So I had an idea. How about I put together a bot that can invoke a make scenario that goes out, retrieves some information about the video, and that would allow me to sort of sift through and filter the videos and focus on the ones that I really want to look at. So I had this chatbot here that I worked on, very simple. So what it does is it just goes out and calls a make scenario and passes some parameters, a couple of parameters, just the video URL, and then optionally an email. So the video URL obviously allows the make scenario to go out and grab the information from the video, summarize it, and bring back a nice little report. And the chatbot actually has some limitations, so it can only really display about 500 characters, so that's kind of limited. So this would allow me to get a general idea back to the bot, and then I said, well, if I want more detailed information, what should I do? Well, I think best thing to do is maybe just send an email with that information. So we've got an optional email here that also gets passed to that make scenario. So let's take a look at the make scenario. So I've got a webhook that's being called by that chatbot, and it passes the information. So that's where I get the video URL and the email. And I'm using something called Dumpling AI, and what that does is allows us to go out and grab the YouTube transcript. Not sure if you're aware, but basically every video that gets uploaded to YouTube gets transcribed, so you have that transcription available to you, and this module goes out and downloads that for you. And then I'm passing that transcript into OpenAI, and I tell OpenAI basically, let's transcribe that video. So here we have the prompt being passed into OpenAI. So basically summarize the following transcription from the YouTube video and include an executive summary with key points, then a section with some details for each key point, and a third section with key takeaways. Pretty simple. Now, like I said, I have a limit of 500 characters, so I really need to trim that down to send that back to the chatbot. And so this is just a simple prompt that's going to go in, and it's going to say summarize the provided text that follows into 500 characters or less. I'm taking the result from the previous module. And then I wanted to get a nice format, because when I was sending it back to email originally, it looked pretty jumbled up and garbled, just a bunch of text streamed. So I just created another prompt, and I said, give me HTML, take the following summary text, and this is from the first module here, and include format for HTML with proper tags for readability in an email. And I just give it some additional guidance asking for headings, paragraph points, bullet points, etc. And again, just piping in what came in from here. Then I'm just removing, I noticed when I was returning the information back to the chatbot, it was not reacting. The JSON that's being sent back was confused because of double quotes. So this is just stripping those double quotes out from the result. I also decided it'd be a good idea to keep a Google Sheet of the requests and put it into there. So I'm just basically taking the video URL, taking the transcript. I ran into problems with more than 50,000 characters and taking a substring of that, putting that into the cell, taking the result of the summary, which is only 500 characters, putting it in there, the text that came from here. So I'm just doing a little debug here, I guess, because I was trying to figure out what was the problem with the double quotes at one time. And then I just throw that user's email in here. Now I've got a router that's going to send back the webhook response back to the chatbot. That's what's going back here. So I'm sending back a status in the YouTube summary back to the chatbot. And I'm also sending an email. So I'm sending an email. Here's your YouTube summary for the video URL that was passed in, and then our result that came in from the HTML format. So we'll go back to the chatbot, and I'm going to try it out. We'll preview the bot. And it's just telling us, hey, I'm a YouTube summarizer bot. I will summarize a YouTube video and return results of my analysis to you. Just enter the URL for the video and what you would like summarized below. If you would like to get an email, just provide that as well. So you've got the email address, YouTube URL, and this is required, obviously. So I got a sample video here that I wanted to transcribe. Make sure I got the whole thing. All right. Paste that in here, put my email address in here, and we're just going to submit it. Again, that's going to invoke this make scenario we were just looking at. And when it's done, it should return a 500 character summary right into the chatbot here. So just waiting for that to happen. Complete. And here we go. We got our summary in the YouTube video. The speaker highlights the crucial role and mindset in achieving business success, particularly for those starting an AI automation agency. Key ideas include importance of a strong mental framework, the influence of self-worth on income, and the value of embracing quantity and learning. The speaker encourages leading with value, building a solid network, and adopting abundance mindset, foster growth. So, and I've got a couple other sentences here. Now we can take a look at the actual email that comes from this and see if we're really interested in looking at the video. All right, so I opened up the email here. We've got our executive summary, and it's got information about the video, some key points and details, and then takeaways. And then you can see the actual video here, a little icon from the thumbnail from the video in the bottom. So that's what I got. If you guys are interested in something like this, let me know. If there are ideas that could stem from it and we can build something additional on it, I'd love to hear from you. So drop them in the comments and let's go from there. Thanks. Bye.